November 30th, 2018. A business traveler scrolls through emails with his morning coffee. Alerts flood the screen. Marriott breach, 500 million guests. Every hotel stay from the past 4 years. Paris for an anniversary, Vegas for a conference. That weekend he lied about Denver, compromised. But the real shock is hidden. Hackers have been inside Marriott since 2014, quietly watching, collecting files on diplomats, CEOs, spies. Not a single stolen record has appeared on the dark web. This wasn't about money. Someone wanted to know where 500 million people sleep, and they got it. Who needs that kind of access? March 2014. At Starwood Hotels and Resorts headquarters, an employee named Marcus opens what looks like a routine email, an invoice from a vendor. He clicks the attachment. Nothing seems to happen, or so he thinks. In an instant, a remote access Trojan called PlugX slips into Starwood's network, leaving a hidden door ajar. It's the digital equivalent of letting a smuggler wander freely through your home. The intruders move like smoke. Rule number 1, don't touch anything for 72 hours. Watch, learn which employees log in when, which servers speak to each other. On day 4, they unleash Mimikatz, a tool that quietly pulls passwords from system memory. Minutes later, they hold administrator credentials for user sysadmin, master keys to every system, every database, every locked door. Starwood's reservation system, processing 50,000 transactions an hour, names, credit cards, passport numbers, is now a library for the intruders. Security warnings had piled up for months, but they were ignored. Meanwhile, a group of amateur Russian hackers steals 54 credit card numbers, and Starwood thinks the threat is over. The real predators are still inside, watching the celebrations. By December 2015, the intruders have been in residence for 21 months, harvesting 127 million records and counting. Every booking, every business trip, every holiday reservation adds to their map of human movement. Then, Starwood starts negotiating a sale. Soon, the hackers' playground is about to expand dramatically. But why hotels? And what happens when two companies merge while criminals are already living in the servers? September 23, 2016. In a gleaming Manhattan boardroom, Marriott CEO Arne Sorensen signs the papers that will haunt him for years. $13.6 billion for Starwood, creating the world's largest hotel empire. Champagne pops. Executives shake hands. The deal is a triumph, or so it seems. 30 floors below, Marriott IT specialist Rachel types an email that it will go unread. Has anyone done a deep security audit on Starwood systems? She asks. The answer, yes. A rushed 48-hour review focused on financial irregularities, not cyber threats. Unseen by anyone in the room, the hackers inside Starwood servers are watching, amused. The merger is a gift. Marriott slashes 17% of Starwood's workforce. Among the first to go, the entire Starwood cybersecurity team, the very people who built and understood the reservation system, knew every vulnerability, every hidden corner. Sarah Martinez, lead security architect for 8 years, clears her desk. By Monday, her admin credentials are transferred to someone unfamiliar with Starwood's code. Overnight, the hackers know more than the new owners. The integration plan reads like a nightmare. Maintain separate systems for 18 months, meaning the infected Starwood network stays untouched. Phase 2 begins in late 2017. Data migration, a steady stream of fresh records feeding the hackers. Every decision made to protect the business unknowingly fuels the breach. By early 2017, the intruders access both legacy Starwood data and new Marriott bookings, siphoning roughly 400,000 records daily. They target passports, government emails, corporate cards, creating intelligence-grade profiles. Frequent travelers, business associates, defense contractors. Every piece of data builds a map of human movement. Meanwhile, Marriott's tech teams are swamped with loyalty program integration, property management consolidation, and Wi-Fi standardization. No one notices the CI-SADMIN logins at 3 a.m. The hackers move during maintenance windows, invisible among routine updates. By March 2018, the intruders have been inside for 4 years. Their theft is no longer chaotic, it's surgical, cross-referencing, tracking travel patterns, mapping relationships, the most comprehensive human movement database ever stolen. And yet, in reaching for one last piece, they will make the first and only mistake that threatens to expose everything. September 8, 2018. Michael Torres, manning the night shift at Marriott's Security Operations Center, is halfway through his third coffee when his screen erupts in red. Alerts cascade down faster than he can read. Someone just pulled 17 gigabytes from the Starwood reservation database in 12 seconds. This isn't a routine query, it's a heist in progress. Michael's hands tremble as he traces the source. Sysadmin, an account that should have been dead for 2 years. Not only active, it's downloading everything. He slams the kill switch. crash. Administrative access frozen. Then he makes the call that changes everything. We have a situation. Someone's inside the Starwood system. They're taking everything. Within 9 minutes, Marriott's full cyber incident response team is online. The CEO is roused. The FBI is alerted. For the first time in 4 years, the hackers realize they've been spotted. They attempt one last grab, 4 more gigabytes, before Marriott severs the connection permanently. Accenture's forensic team arrives, combing the network like digital detectives. They find the PlugX Trojan deeply embedded, Mimikat's footprints across 17 servers, and command and control signals pinging Hong Kong. The most chilling discovery, a single 73 gigabyte encrypted file, compressed and ready for extraction. It represents 4 years of theft, and no one can open it yet. For weeks, the team works tirelessly, tracing the intrusion step by agonizing step. March 2014, initial breach. November, administrator credentials compromised. July 2015, database access. January 2016, encryption keys stolen. Every move documented, every vulnerability exploited. On October 15th, 2018, after 5 weeks of brute force computing, the file finally opens. Inside, 500 million guest records, names, addresses, emails, phone numbers, 20 million passport numbers, 8.7 million encrypted credit cards, keys stolen, leaving millions exposed. The data isn't random, it's meticulously organized. Government officials in one folder, Fortune 500 executives in another, foreign nationals cataloged separately. This isn't theft for profit, it's intelligence-grade curation. Marriott's general counsel calls the CIA liaison. Who wants a database showing where every important person sleeps? By 3 a.m., the boardroom wrestles with the answer. Public disclosure is imminent. 500 million lives have been stolen, and the world is about to find out. News alerts scream across every device. Marriott hacked. 500 million guests exposed. Your phone buzzes. Mom texts, weren't you at a Westin last month? Your boss emails, is our corporate account compromised? Your spouse asks the question everyone is thinking, what do they know about us? The answer is everything. Where you've been, who you met, when you traveled. Marriott's call center, built for 10,000 calls a day, fields 47,000 in the first hour. Their website crashes under 16 million simultaneous visitors. Beth in Portland struggles to remember if her secret getaway trip are now public. James in London realizes his affair might be exposed. Sarah, CIA analyst in DC, knows immediately her cover is blown. Every Berlin, Prague, and Moscow trip mapped in enemy hands. The strangest part, not a single stolen credit card appears. No dark web marketplace carries Marriott data. Passports aren't for sale. Identity theft rings aren't bragging. It's as if the thieves stole Fort Knox and left the gold untouched. Lawsuits pile up. By December 3rd, just 3 days after disclosure, Marriott faces 31 class actions, 100 by Christmas. Projected damages top $12.5 billion. Internal emails surface showing 2016 warnings about Starwood security ignored. Executives dismissed the risk. The disaster happened. Then the bombshell, December 11th, 2018. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo calls an emergency press conference. The Marriott breach, he declares carefully, was Chinese intelligence. Headlines explode. China turned hotels into a surveillance weapon. Every government employee who stayed at a Marriott now realizes they've been mapped. The pattern emerges. 2014, Office of Personnel Management hack, 22 million records stolen. 2015, Anthem breach, 80 million health records. 2017, Equifax, 145 million credit profiles. 2018, Marriott, 500 million travel histories. Not random theft, it's a systematic collection. Governments respond. Britain fines 99 million pounds. GDPR violations threaten billions. US states pile on. Stock prices plunge. Trust evaporates faster than cash. March 2019, Marriott's CEO testifies before the Senate, we're not equipped to fight nation states, no hotel company is. And that is the chilling truth. This wasn't just a hack, it was intelligence. Someone now knows where key people sleep, travel, and meet. A surveillance state mapped one hotel room at a time. January 2020. The Justice Department indicts 4 members of China's People's Liberation Army, Unit 61398, the same cyber warfare division tied to hacks on Google, RSA Security, and Lockheed Martin. Marriott is victim number 1. The hackers' names, Wang Chen, Shuk Lula, Wu Zhang, are made public. Photos circulate. Young men in military uniforms who will never face an American courtroom. The message is symbolic. We know who you are, what you did, and we're watching. China wanted to know which Americans to recruit, coerce, or target. target. They knew diplomats stayed at the Beijing Sheraton every March, traveled alone. Their room preferences, loyalty numbers, personal emails. They could orchestrate chance encounters, plant listening devices, even station strangers to gather intel. This is trajectory analysis, mapping someone's life to find the perfect moment to strike. Marriott handed them 500 million trajectories on a silver platter. Inside Marriott, the company fights back. A new chief information security officer arrives from the Pentagon. A $200 million overhaul begins. Quantum encryption, biometric access controls, 24/7 threat hunting teams. The Starwood reservation system, the zombie network that enabled everything, is finally terminated. Employees retrained, passwords reset, systems rebuilt. Corporate chemotherapy, killing everything to save the company. By 2021, Marriott claims the most secure reservation system in hospitality, but the damage is done. Settlements trickle in. UK fines negotiated to £18.4 million. US states accept $52 million. Class actions settled quietly. Total direct costs by 2023 reached $280 million, with untold billions lost in revenue and trust. Cyber insurance covers most of it, proof that negligence pays almost as well as crime. Yet, the breach changes little about the world we live in. Hotels still collect data, governments still hack each other, and somewhere in a server you'll never see sits a database with your travel history. Every hotel, airline, rental car, another data point in humanity's largest surveillance network. Marriott wasn't the end, it was proof of concept. If China could live undetected for 4 years in one system, where else are they now? And the deeper lesson? We gave them the keys ourselves. Privacy traded for convenience, secrets for points, security for free breakfast. The door wasn't broken down, it was held open, one reservation at a time.